You know that thing. That love thing.
Welcome to the Good,
Bad,
Fab. I'm Camino.
And I'm Al. Okay, so we're back here. You know, we're on again.
Oh my gosh.
What? You didn't like it?
Get your life together. And he scratches his scalp like he has a weave, like he's got to get in between the track with his fingernail.
Honey, I gotta get in between these waves so I can scratch.
Anyways.
Okay, so we having some kind of technical difficulties again over here, but anyway, we're gonna run with it. So today we want to talk about, what is it called? I think the government. Obama has this thing where he is
threatening to do a government shutdown.
That's what it's called, a government shutdown.
If they can't agree on a staffing budget. So what to pay the employees of the federal government, basically.
Right. So then I get a call from my sister, who is in the Air Force, and she said to me that, hey, Ali, you know, we are not getting paid. What do you call that? We're not getting paid, or they're shortening our paycheck. So, and then also what is being done is that they're not paying people their tax returns. They're planning on holding up the tax returns and everything. Mm-hmm. See, now I have an issue because
we're gonna have to start over.
Why?
Because you're all out the window. You're
not because did you know that they left?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, no, we're not going to start over. So anyway, the issue that I was telling my sister that I have some concerns about, that we have 3 wars going on, according to her. We're finishing up with Iraq. We have that Afghanistan, and then now that Liberia. Okay, so you got these people over there that's fighting for our lives, to make our country free.
Right.
You know, so we're able to live our everyday lives, you know, children and everything. But you got these people that's putting their life on the line to protect us, and they have families back at home that's needing this check. Yep. Which is crazy. I don't even see why.
And they're not only protecting us, but they're also protecting the civilians, right, that live in these countries where the war is happening.
Exactly.
That don't have anything to do with the war.
Exactly.
And they can't get their checks until the government shutdown is over.
Exactly.
And there's no telling how long that could be.
Yeah, and the stupid thing is that you got the Republicans and you got the Democrats that's holding up all of this mess. And half of the times when the Democrats are trying to vote on something, you got the damn Republicans that's not agreeing to it. So that's why Obama is doing a lock-in. So they figure it, lock up.
Lock up. They go to jail.
Yeah, but you know what? My friend said what they really need to do on his Facebook. He says instead of Obama doing a shutdown, he needs to do a lock-in. Call a war table or something like that. Make everybody sit at this table and not let them out until they come up with everybody agrees on something.
I agree. But you know what? When I was researching about this too, like, I kind of got in my feelings in a sense, and I hope I don't make you or your sister upset by saying this, because I understand, like, what people in the military do is extremely important. And, you know, people who go to work every day like you or I or whoever, we're not risking our lives as our job. You know what I'm saying? But police officers, firemen, et cetera, do.
Right.
But to me, what they're having to experience is no different from what everybody else has had to experience who's in the working field. Like, people, my mom, for instance, has like 3 furlough days at her job.
Right. And that means nothing.
It's the same thing that's happening to these people that's in the military.
Well,
and in the government. Like, it's no different for them. It's just all of a sudden happening.
And you're right. I totally agree with that, because that's just like with my company. You know, they go through the whole downsizing. They go through budget cuts. You know, we have to every year make a goal of a budget, and the budget is crazy. And you know, for us to keep our jobs, we have to meet these budgets, or we get cut. Yeah. So
you either take a lower pay and you give up some of your benefits, or you don't work here.
Yeah, but see, my thing is that you got those people that's fighting for us. Literally.
It's still a job. Business is business at the end of the day.
I don't agree with that.
I know you don't. That's why I said I was going to piss you and your sister off.
No.
But it's the truth of the matter. That's why he's handling it that way. Okay, so let's say our whole economy is bad. The whole country's economy. Mm-hmm. And you have billions of dollars that can be divided amongst all these different departments in our government. And let's say, just for an example, Obama is saying that he wants to set half of that aside for other stuff. And like you said, between the Democrats and the Republicans, one group is saying, okay, that's fine. The other one's saying, no, I need to get paid as much as this year, as much as I got paid last year. And they can't come to an agreement. But the United States government is a business.
That's true.
So if AT&T was telling their employees that they have to take salary cuts or don't work here anymore, it's no different than Obama saying, okay, you got to take a pay cut or ain't nobody getting paid.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand that it's really, really, really like a touchy subject, and it's messed up because it's people who put their lives on it.
Exactly. So you feel that, okay, I can see it being the same thing, but I don't, because I'm not risking my life for my job.
I know, but that's your choice. You didn't have to be what you are at your job. You could have been a police officer, and then you'd be ownership or under the employment of the government. You'd be a state employee.
So this affects the police officers too? And the mailbox people?
It affects the mailbox people in regards to what they may or may not get paid, but it doesn't affect whether or not we're going to get our mail.
Right.
But it's not going to affect unemployment, but it will affect like parks and recreation. Mm-hmm. What else did I read? Food and Drug Association, whatever that thing is called.
Mm-hmm. Then it's not going to affect the. Okay, now even with the what do you call that? With my sister was saying something about, you know, that if she goes to work on Monday, she don't want to do no work, because why should she? But that's almost like a strike in the government.
Right. And it is, but it isn't, because like I said, just like people at your job, if they were saying, okay, now we have to start implementing furlough days, so you go to work 5 days a week, but you only get paid for 4. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And your sister is looking at it like, well, then I'm not going to work one of those days. But you don't have that option. You do that, and then they can fire you because it's still your job.
Yeah, so then, of course, it's just like a strike for us. You know, we still have to go to work and go through the line and everything. It makes sense, but I just have a thing because, you know, it's, you know, not
it's
cool.
People who are putting their lives on the line. Like, that's their job. It's not a mailman. It's not somebody at the IRS who's doing our taxes. Mm-hmm. It isn't people in the housing administration. They even said with housing, like, you know, the whatever it is that guarantees that you can get a loan for your housing at the Federal Housing Administration, they won't guarantee any more loans anymore as long as the government is shut down.
Wow. So this is a first in how many years where the government is doing a shutdown? This is the very first, actually. Right?
I've never heard of it before.
I've never heard of it. So why does it have to take a black man? Huh? Why does it have to take our president?
1995 was the last one. So it was a government shutdown in 95.
How long did it last?
I don't know.
Anyway, so that's all I'm saying.
What's all you're saying that you don't think it's right?
I don't feel it's right, but I understand why they're doing it, and now that you point out some things that it is like a strike for my company, So it's like a strike for them.
Yeah.
All these people, like, exactly, like, Obama wants to do a shutdown, bring all parties together until they can make a decision. Same with my company. All parties need to come together. You got them people who are the union workers, and you got management workers like us. Everybody has to come to an agreement. Once they come to an agreement, then they release then they sign the contracts. Everything is good, and everybody's back to work doing their normal jobs instead of sending the management company over to do these union people's jobs.
Right.
Now that we got that out of the way, what is that?
Get out the window.
Oh, that's Chloe.
Can't nobody else see it. Oh, then we're gonna have to call you guys back.
Well, yeah. Well, so we'll be back, and the next topic I want to talk about is you'll see when we get back. No, because I had it. I can't freaking remember.
He's thinking about his grandson who's coming over right now.
Yeah, but no, it was something that I wanted to talk about. Well, you'll see. Wait, you'll see when we get. She's so quick to just cut things off.
The boy is here. I wonder if
I'm gonna cut her hair. That's what
I don't mind.
This is pretty, right? It's hers. Turn around, let them see. Look at that.
You guys should comment on the vlog and tell Al how much it gets on your nerves that he talks about my hair.
Yeah, and they're here. They're here, so we'll be back. Deuces. That's Cam.